2024 UEFA Women's Champions League. 4 trophies in 2024. The first time Barca women have achieved such a feat. And what a send-off for Jonathan Giráldez. What a way to go. The Barca coach heading for pastures new, but right now is the moment to celebrate this team. On our screens right now, Patrick Guijarro, Sandra Paños, Marte Torrejon, Caroline Graham Hansen, Eleni Paredes, and of course, Alexia Putellas with those 4 trophies. They're heading through the streets of the Catalan capital to Plaça Sant Jaume. Behind them there, you can see Claudia Pina, Ona Batlle, various Barca players, Xavi Puig and Joan Laporta as well. As they are met with cheers and applause from the Barca fans. And that song, Sweet Caroline, plays out in the background to welcome them. The parties have no doubt gone on through the night. They won the UEFA Women's Champions League last night in Bilbao, an historic match, beating long-time rivals Olympique Lyon. Olympique Lyonnais having got the better of Barca on 4 occasions. The most recent, of course, was that 2022 UEFA Women's Champions League final in Turin. But last night, Barca ended the bad luck against Olympique Lyon. Aitana Bonmatí scored the goal that made the difference in the 63rd minute. Alexia, who came on as a substitution in the 92nd minute, sealed the deal with a 95th minute goal. Here they are, meeting, being welcomed by President of Catalunya, Pere Aragonès, in Plaça Sant Jaume, outside the City Hall. Joan Laporta there with the Barca women's team. Plenty of media coverage for this, as well as plenty of fans turning out to this square, an historic square where Barca have typically come to celebrate trophies. We've seen great footage from the various men's and women's team over the ages from here in the square. Salma Payuelo there on your screen. Ona Batlle, she's lifted her sunglasses. We need to see how she's getting on, Ona Batlle, because she took a heel, a stud to the face, and ended up having to get her cheek patched up during the match. She went on to finish the match, but her eye was pretty swollen by the end of it. As they head inside the Barcelona Town Hall here at Plaça Sant Jaume. We'll no doubt hear from the players now as well. Fans turning out to support their team. Some 40,000 of them followed the Barca women's side to Bilbao, where they played the final in San Mamés. Catacol there on your screen. who was absolutely crucial. Some of the stops she made were nothing short of incredible. And it really was an historic match. It went down. It was cagey in the first half. It was a very cagey first 45 minutes. It took 63 minutes for the goal scoring to open. And probably will almost opened the scoring in the 6th minute. Endler put in a great save, the Olympique Lyon goalkeeper. There was a nervy moment in the 14th, 15th minute from a corner. In fact, they got 2 consecutive corners, did Olympique Lyon. In the 49th minute, Renard put a ball just over the crossbar, just grazing the top of Catacol's goal. And in the end, it was Aitana Bonmati who broke free, put it away with great accuracy, which broke the deadlock, put Barca ahead. And then Barca were very much on the back foot. Lyon worked very hard to try and respond, to try and get back. And there was a moment where I really thought they were going to pull even. And I thought, wow, we're going to go into extra time here. But then in the 92nd minute, this man on our screens here, Jonathan Giráldez, the Barca women's coach, made changes. He brought on Alexia Putellas and Claudia Pina, and it was those 2 players just a few minutes later that engineered the second goal, which was really the nail in the coffin for Olympique Lyon. And it gave Barca their 3rd UEFA Women's Champions League trophy, their 2nd in a row. And their 4th consecutive Champions League final, 5 in 6 years. And their 5th time they faced Olympique Lyon. They got beaten in 2 finals against the French side before this time getting the better of them. Breaking that run.
En primer lloc, vull donar
Here
la
now
benvinguda
from
a les jugadores del Futbol
Catalan
Club
President
Barcelona,
Per
les
Aragonès.
millors jugadores de futbol del món. Gràcies. Gràcies per venir al Palau de
Welcomes
la
them.
Generalitat.
Says thank
I
you.
també doncs, donar la benvinguda a l'entrenador, a tot l'equip
Welcomes as
tècnic
well
i a
the
la
coaching
directiva
staff,
del Futbol
Jonathan
Club Barcelona,
Giráldez,
encapçalada pel president Joan Laporta,
President
i tots
Joan
els
Laporta,
companys que avui
and
doncs, comparteixen
the
aquesta
Barca
recepció al Palau,
board
també doncs, amb la vicepresidenta
to
del govern, les conselleres
the
que ens
Palau
segueixen des
welcomes
d'altres punts de l'edifici i la
members of
secretària
the
general de l'Esport.
Catalan and Barcelona government.
Avui el protagonisme és sobretot d'aquestes jugadores
Today,
extraordinàries. Crec
the
que ahir
stars
tot el
of these
país va
extraordinary
sentir
players.
dos sentiments. El primer és una extraordinària emoció.
The
Una
feelings
emoció no
are,
només per un
firstly,
partit en el que es va donar tot,
an extraordinary
en el que ens va
emotion.
fer patir, però també ens va fer gaudir molt.
They've gone out and worked hard, and we've enjoyed it, playing at this magnificent level. They have achieved an historic feat. They've won the League, the Cup, the Super Cup, and the European Cup. And this is the emotion here will no doubt be transmitted to the 8 million Catalan people. So there's another feeling that's coming through here, and it's a feeling of hope. Feeling of hope that this team has given to a lot of young girls and boys in this country, showing that through teamwork, force and perseverance, anything is possible. That success in the sporting world are not only limited to boys, but also open to all the girls and women. And that's something extraordinary that this team has done on this historic day.
Amb la vostra feina heu deixat gravat amb els vostres èxits i amb el vostre treball
their work and
unes
success
pàgines en la història de Catalunya. He tingut l'oportunitat de
written a page in Catalan history.
En els darrers anys. Jo estava a Turí, també.
He was also in Turin, and things didn't go as well as they wanted.
I aquest equip té dues coses, les components, les jugadores, teniu dues coses que crec que encara us fa més grans.
These teams have two things that made them great.
I humilitat. Aquests valors que despreneu, algunes de vosaltres també comprometem-vos
humility
que van més enllà
and commitment.
de l'esport per fer un país i un món molt més just, amb drets per tothom.
We work hard in sport, but also elsewhere, to create a world that's much more fair. This is with this teamwork and this effort, the humility they've shown has led to their success. This welcomes to the Palau de la Generalitat, the town hall. And now he'll hand over to President of Football Club Barcelona, Joan Laporta.
Molt honorable president de la Generalitat, conselleres, consellers,
welcomes.
companys de junta directiva,
He thanks the president for their welcome.
Staff tècnic,
He
aficionats i aficionades que esteu aquí a la plaça Sant Jaume.
The government officials, the players, the coaching staff and the fans all here in Plaça Sant Jaume.
Aquestes jugadores que, com molt bé has dit tu,
these players,
humanitat i
as you've said,
jo, si em permets, també afegiria
have shown us humanity and humility.
Doncs mentrestant fent història,
and whilst they're creating history, we've lived it with them. I've said it before, they've won this third Champions League title that they won yesterday. They've won it for themselves. They're a competitive team for their coach, for their coaching staff, for their families, for the club. With that is an effort that they feel an important part of representing the identity of the club. We were there supporting the team in Bilbao, alongside many, many fans, many, many members of the club from around the world. So then they won the Champions League.
Mireu, president, nosaltres jo crec que el poble de Catalunya, la gent,
the people
socis, aficionats i aficionades ens
of Catalonia, as well as the members of FC Barcelona,
els representants del país, i com a president del país, ens heu atorgat una certa representativitat del país.
So we need to represent this country in a certain way. Barca, we always say, is more than a club. And what we wanted to show with that victory yesterday is embody that feeling of being more than a club.
Doncs el que han fet és que un club que farà 125 anys d'història, hi ha un dels seus pilars, un pilar molt sòlid,
what they've done with this club with 175 years of history is shown what women's football can do. They've shown leadership. They've got this way of being, they've got this way of thinking. And they're showing how important they are to society. We're very proud of everything they're doing for the club, for all the fans and members of Barca who enjoyed this victory and can enjoy being here and celebrate it with them. Visca Barça, visca Catalunya. We'll now hear from Barca captain Alexia Putellas. She says, good afternoon. Every time I come here, I don't have any voice. Probably a good thing. She thanks the president, the authorities, the government representatives. She says, welcome Thank you for welcoming us here with all the
Ja hem
fans.
aconseguit la tercera.
We've won the
dues
third.
seguides,
We've done it.
Algo,
2 in a row.
bueno, molt complicat de fer.
Something that was
Més
very
complicat
complicated to do.
encara,
It's
perdó,
even more
aconseguir
complicated
els 4 títols. Algo
to be
històric,
here
mai
with these
s'havia fet.
4 titles, the history that we've made.
Això és gràcies
And all of
a tot
this
el treball de
is thanks to
moltíssima gent que hi ha avui
the
aquí,
work
gent
of a
que
lot
no-
of people. Not all of
que
them are
no ha
here.
pogut venir, treballadors del club,
couldn't come,
que ens faciliten
Workers of the
que
club
podem fer la nostra feina cada dia
who
i que al final donem
allowed
el
us to
millor
do
de
our
nosaltres
work every day.
mateixes, dins del camp.
and then
També,
everyone that worked on the pitch
aprofito,
as well. I want
ho
to take
volia
this
deixar pel
moment.
final, però crec que és el més important.
I was going to leave it
Com
to
a
the end, but
capitana,
I want to say it
gran aplaus,
now
un gran
as
aplaudiment per a aquestes jugadores i
captain
aquest staff,
that
sisplau.
we should
que
have a round of
hem fet
applause
història.
for these players, these coaching staff. We made history.
Res més, moltíssimes gràcies
Thank
a
you
tots
very
els
much
que veu venir
to everyone
Bilbao
that's
ahir, tota la
went
gent que no
to
es va
Bilbao.
poder desplaçar, però va estar visquent-ho a
We
casa
saw
seva
you
o
there.
a Plaça Catalunya o on
And also
fos,
thanks to
ens
everyone
van
that
arribar les
couldn't come to
energies.
Bilbao and watch us from
I
home
com
or
veu
watch us
veure,
from
doncs,
Plaça
va acabar
Catalunya.
tot rodó i perfecte, aquesta història ha acabat perfecta.
This
Però seguirem
history,
fent
this
història,
story
anirem a per més,
has ended
continuarem l'any que
perfectly.
ve,
We'll
i així
continue
totes
making
les
history.
temporades. Visca el Barça i
We
visca
will work
Catalunya.
hard next season. Visca Barça, visca Catalunya.
El president em permet
If the president allows me,
intervenir perquè volia
I'll
dir-te,
step forward.
president, tu vas ser a Eindhoven, ahir vas ser a Bilbao,
President,
també vas ser a Turí.
you were
Eh,
in Eindhoven, Bilbao,
tenim
and in Turin.
el president del país perquè ens sentim
President
doncs, representants del país.
of
Però també
the
ho fem,
country,
t'oferim
we
aquestes
feel the
copes perquè
representation of the
sempre hi
country
sou
supporting
per
us.
ser-hi. I tant tu com les teves conselleres i els teus consellers sempre heu
To
estat
you and
en
all
els
the
moments bons i en els moments menys bons. I per tant,
members of Parliament here
volia fer-ho.
have been by our side in the good moments and the bad moments, and we want to show our gratitude for that. We'll now hear from Barça Femení coach Jonathan Giráldez.
Per obrir-nos les portes
This is-
d'aquest
Thank you very
meravellós
much for opening the doors to
lloc a
this
Barcelona. Moltes
marvellous
gràcies per poder
place
oferir
in Barcelona.
els 4 títols que hem aconseguit aquesta temporada.
Thanks to the team for the 4 titles that we've achieved this season.
M'agradaria aprofitar aquest moment per,
So I'd like to
per
take this
donar
moment
l'enhorabona i les
To
gràcies
congratulate
millor per
them
les
and thank them,
jugadores,
all the
per
players,
totes aquestes temporades, especialment per aquesta. Hem parlat
everything you've
moltes
given
vegades
us
a nivell futbolístic, a
this
nivell mental,
season
la capacitat que
and the
tenen
previous
de jugar i
seasons.
d'afrontar els partits.
So we've talked a lot about
A mi
everything
m'agradaria
we've achieved
destacar
in a
sobretot,
footballing sense.
la feina el dia a dia,
I want to
a la part
show
esportiva, a la
gratitude
part
for the
sobre la
work
gespa i a la part
every
fora de la
day
gespa,
that you
quan
do
juguem
on and
a
off the
futbol,
pitch.
tot el que fem
Everything
a
that you
nivell
give,
de rendiment per pensar què és el que hem de fer per
everything we
afrontar
do
cada dia
every day
amb les millors garanties possibles per
to have the
per poder
greatest
entrenar i per
possible
poder donar la millor versió. Crec que
guarantees that I can
part de la
train
feina que mai-
the
que
players
mai es veu,
in the
però per
best
mi és igual
version of
d'important
themselves.
que el que fan sobre la gespa, per tant,
Says
gràcies i enhorabona per aquestes últimes temporades.
ultimately everything they do
especialment
is on the pitch is what
M'agradaria
counts,
també
and I want to
aprofitar per
congratulate them,
donar,
thank them
les
for all the hard work.
gràcies a
I want to
tot l'staff,
thank
a tot el grup
as
de
well
treball.
the coaching
No ha estat una
team, the
temporada,
coaching staff.
fàcil per moltíssimes coses,
It's not
però crec que
been an easy season for various reasons.
heu demostrat
but we have
molta professionalitat.
Demonstrated a lot of professionalism, coming to work every day. I'm very happy. I've been able to work comfortably and happily doing my work.
I soc una part privilegiada.
I'm very
Poder
privileged
viure situacions
in
com
that
aquestes,
sense
en
to
part,
live
és gràcies
through moments
a
like
tots
this,
vosaltres
and
també,
that's
i volia donar
thank you
les gràcies públicament.
to all of you, and I want to thank you all here publicly.
Gràcies, president, per la confiança.
Thank you, President,
no
for your
només
confidence,
públicament, sinó també
not just
a nivell
publicly,
privat,
but
demostrar tot el
also
teu suport
in
i
private.
confiança amb el projecte.
So the confidence in our project.
La propera temporada.
I know I'm not going to be here next
Però
season,
dic que he estat
but
molt feliç
I want
a
to say how
Barcelona,
happy I
al
am
Barça, i que
in
us portaré
Barça,
sempre al
in
cor.
Barcelona,
Moltes gràcies també a tu.
and
a
I
nivell
want to
personal.
thank you personally as well.
Després, per últim, m'agradaria aprofitar que estem al Palau de la
Finally,
Generalitat.
I want to take the moment here
No és un acomiadament, però
in
sí que
the
he estat 12 anys a
Palau de la
Barcelona
Generalitat.
vivint.
After all this time I've been living here in
superbé, la societat
Barcelona.
catalana. Vull
I've
donar les gràcies a totes
been
les persones que han participat
treated
al
so
llarg de
well.
la meva trajectòria com a entrenador del
I want to
Barça,
thank everyone that's
especialment
been
al
involved
Marc
in
Vives, que va ser la
my
primera
trajectory,
persona
my career as a Barca coach.
que a la Federació Catalana de Futbol va confiar en mi i que
The
a partir d'ahí
Catalan
tot
Football
va anar,
Federation has had
crec que
confidence
superbé,
and faith
a
in
nivell
me.
personal i a nivell professional. Per suposat que soc gallec, estic molt orgullós,
I'm
però
Galician.
el
I'm
fet
very
de
proud
portar
of being
tants
Galician,
anys
but
a Barcelona
after
treballant
being
i una
here,
part meva
working so
que
many
és catalana,
years in
una part molt
Barcelona,
gran que és
part of me
catalana,
is
tinc el meu fill que avui està
Catalan. My
d'aniversari
wife's Catalan.
i
My son
bon any.
is Catalan.
Per
He
tant, molt agraït.
turns one
Crec
today,
que aquests
and I'm
12
so
anys a Barcelona
grateful
m'han
for
fet
all these
madurar,
years I've had here in Barcelona.
sobretot millor persona. Per tant, moltes
It's
gràcies,
made me
visca
a
el Barça i visca Catalunya.
Better person. This is Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. Well, a Barca shirt then for Pere Aragonés, President of Catalunya. Photo with Barça women's team captain Alexia Putellas, coach Jonathan Giráldez, and President Joan Laporta. And we can hear the fans here that have turned out in Plaça Sant Jaume to celebrate this historic season of Barca women. 4 titles. The first time the women's team has done it here at Barca. Jonathan Giráldez becoming the second ever coach in Barca history to take a quadruple. The only other one to do it, of course, was Pep Guardiola. Listen to these fans. An absolutely incredible atmosphere here then in Plaça Sant Jaume, outside the Barcelona Town Hall and the Catalan government buildings, to celebrate the victory, the 3rd UEFA Women's Champions League title for these players, this Barca women's team. The 4th title this season. A perfect season, some might say, but it's not been easy. As Jonathan Giráldez just told us, not the easiest of seasons. But they did it through hard work, through perseverance, through commitment. As Pere Aragonés said, the Catalan president, through humanity and humility, they showed what teamwork, perseverance, effort can do. Not just in the world of sport, but in the wider world, the wider society. And here we are to celebrate their success. They head up the stairs to this balcony where so many Barca teams previous have lifted trophies, have presented trophies to their fans. Jana Fernandez there with President Joan Laporta. Coach Jonathan Giráldez. He's off to Washington Spirit next season. He says, I'm Galician, proudly so, but a part of me is now Catalan. He speaks Catalan. I don't know about perfectly. My Catalan's not good enough to judge. But he speaks, I've heard him speak Spanish, Galician, and English as well. And part of that success that he's had with these players, perhaps, has been able to relate to each of them when I've spoken to these players and when I've spoken to him, they always say that they enjoy discussing at length and in depth. And Lucy Brun said to me when she's Jonathan Giráldez, he loves to talk. And his speech was short and concise and brief today. He says, but once you get him talking about football, it's hard to shut him up. And perhaps part of their success is that he's able to speak to them in their language, which one is the language of football, but two is whatever their language they choose to discuss in, who knows. But today is the day for celebrations. Congratulations, champions. Felicitats, campeonas. We're here to celebrate those 4 titles. The League, the Super Cup, the Copa de la Reina, and the UEFA Women's Champions League. The 4th was won last night in Bilbao. Some 40,000 fans filled San Mamés, where a new UEFA Women's Champions League final attendance record was made. Fans turning out here in Barcelona to enjoy this moment, to celebrate it with their team. This historic moment in Barça women's football history. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, whether on Barça One, Barça Live on YouTube. Chants of Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. And now we'll hear the Barça anthem. And there you have it, FC Barcelona women's team here to celebrate the 4 titles this season, their 3rd UEFA Women's Champions League, the 47th European Cup in Barça history. Majority of those won by the hockey team, 22 European Cups for the Barça hockey team, 11 for the handball team, 5 for the men's football team. The women's team are hot on their tails, they've got 3. And Barça futsal, 4 European Cups, and basketball with 2. Pere Aragonés, Alexia Putellas, firing up the fans, getting the fans excited to celebrate this 3rd UEFA Women's Champions League trophy, to celebrate this historic season for Barca women. The pride, the joy on these fans' faces is clear and evident. They want to hear from their team. What a moment to be living through for these players. What a moment to be experiencing for these fans here in Plaça Sant Jaume. And they just love it. Jonathan Giráldez thanks the fans. He dedicates this trophy to the fans. He says we've got the best fans in the world. And they're certainly vocal fans. They packed out San Mamés. They pack out week in, week out the Estadio Johan Cruyff. They packed out the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Xavi Puig, the head of the women's section, responsible for the women's section in the board of directors. Congratulating the team, congratulating the fans. We'll hear from Joan Laporta. Difficult to make out what he's saying. It's great that we're able to be here to enjoy so much success for this team. Thanks to the fans that turned out to Bilbao, the fans that were watching at home, the fans that were watching at Plaça Catalunya and around the world. Chants from the crowds. They're here with signs, they're here with flags. They're here to enjoy this occasion. There's Mapi Leon. She was given the medical all clear last night. She wasn't able to play in the end, unfortunately, but the fans want to hear from her. Mapi Leon always has something entertaining to say. Chance of Aitana now as well. She says, I'll hand you over to her. Difficult to make out what they're saying, unfortunately. But just the joy, the energy, you can feel it. She says, we're really happy to be here yet again. Claudia Pina says, hello, culés.
Cantamos
She says, shall we sing? The fans reply with yes. She thanks them for all their support. She hands the microphone to Esme Brutz, who doesn't speak Spanish. Esme Brutz has no idea what she's going to say. Sometimes you don't need to say much more. Probably the extent of Esme Brutz's Spanish, I think. Now the turn of Kira Walsh, who says, no, 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 no. Kira Walsh, I have on good faith that Kira Walsh has been having Spanish lessons. Here's Mariona. She thanks everyone for the joy they give to the team. It's a pleasure and great luck to be able to be here and celebrate this with you. Chance once more for Aitana. Claudia Pina. Always one to get a hold of the mic. Wow. There's one song that unites this team and these fans. And you can't beat a bit of karaoke. The celebrations here in Plaça Sant Jaume and for this Barça side will no doubt go on long through the night. And it's a beautiful day here in Barcelona as well. The sun is shining, it's a nice warm day. Catacol says, what's up? We're going to eat some churros. Should we sing something?
Jo seré ràpida, només volia agrair-vos per tot el suport de tota la temporada, de totes les temporades anteriors, perquè sembla una bogeria, però
Fernandez thanks the fans for the support throughout the entire season. She says that Sant Mamés was just full of culers, full of Barça fans.
Si ens donen l'oportunitat com avui, us ho hem d'agrair, vale?
Said we're grateful for your support, we're grateful for your opportunity, we're grateful for your energy,
Per vostre.
because these trophies are for you.
Hola, culers. Us ho vaig dir l'any passat
Una vela mare.
i aquest
Says,
any
hello.
ho heu triplicat. Sou la millor afició del món amb
Says you're the best
moltíssima
fans
gràcia.
of the world, and we're so grateful for you. Thank you so much.
I per acabar, lo, 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 lo,
Here's Ona Batke. Her face has been treated. She took a heel, a stud to the face. We'll hear now from Caroline Graham Hansen.
Hola. Muchas gracias por todo este año.
She says thank you for everything this year.
Muy felices, tenemos mucha suerte.
Very happy.
Somos campeones de Europa.
We feel very lucky, and we're champions of Europe. Lucy Bronze. Will we hear Lucy Bronze speak Spanish? Chance of
Bona tarda.
Lucy. She says in Catalan, she says, good afternoon.
I visca Barça, visca Catalunya.
Visca Barça, visca Catalunya. Lucy Bronze, the British player.
Ella no puede.
no tiene voz.
Ella no puede.
So she can't, she's not got any voice left.
Gracias. Tengo nada aquí. Nada. No. Gracias. Salma, Salma, Salma.
Chance for Salma Paguelo.
Hola, culers.
So hello, Barça fans.
Vicky me va a echar un cable. Solo vamos a decir una cosa. Olele, olala, ser del Barça es a millor que ya. Olele, olala, ser del Barça es a millor que ya. Bueno, dejamos que vamos a seguir celebrando, ¿vale?
We'll leave you here celebrating.
Campeonas, campeonas, oe, oe, oe.
Well, here we are then in Plaça Sant Jaume in Barcelona, the Catalan capital, to celebrate an historic season for FC Barcelona women. 4 titles, their 3rd UEFA Women's Champions League trophy in their history, 2nd in a row. The Champions League stays in Barcelona, and they made us suffer. As they say, Barca fans know how to suffer. It was a cagey first half, and then Jonathan Giráldez, I don't know what he said in the break, but he took the entire team into the dressing room. Not one of the substitutes stayed out to warm up. And they came out swinging. They came out more fired up, ready to take risks. And it was Aitana Bonmatí that broke free in the 63rd minute and scored the opening goal of the match. Lyon responded. Olympique de Lyon. Sonia Bonpastor, the coach, made several changes, and they really brought the fight to Barca, tried to complicate things, and for a good 25 minutes of that match, I really thought Barca were going to go 1-1 with Lyon pulling things level. But then in the 92nd minute, Jonathan Giráldez substituted on Claudia Pina and the Queen, Alexia Putellas, and just a few minutes later, they engineered a goal that made history, that defined the night in Bilbao and gave Barca their third UEFA Women's Champions League trophy. And that's what we are here to celebrate today. If you're watching on Barca Live on YouTube, if you're watching on Barca One, stay with us, because in an hour or so's time, Barca men face Sevilla in what will be Xavi's last match as the coach for FC Barcelona men. But right now, we are here for one reason and one reason alone, and that is the celebration of Barça Femení in an historic season, the first ever quadruple for women's football in Barcelona. They won the Super Cup, they won the Copa, they won the league, and last night in Bilbao, in the San Mamés, which broke all records, a record attendance for UEFA Women's Champions League final, Barca, and still the European champions, overcoming long-time rivals Olympique de Lyon. The Champions League trophy remains in Barcelona. Fans have turned out across the city of Barcelona. Barca are just the fourth club to successfully defend the Champions League title. Umea were the first to do it in 2004. Lyon, the queens of European football, defended the title in 2012, 2017, 2018, 2019 and 2020. And Wolfsburg did it in 2014. Yesterday, Barca did it. To take this trophy here that Ingrid Engen is carrying down the steps of the Palau de Generalitat in Barcelona. The third Champions League trophy in Barca women's history. The 47th European trophy in the club's history. And with that, they're only two behind the men and are catching up quick. They played their 6th Champions League final last night in their history. Their 5th in 6 years. Their 4th in a row. Their 2nd title in a row, and their 3rd overall. The first one they won, of course, overcoming Chelsea behind closed doors due to the COVID pandemic in 2021. They went out to defend it in Turin in 2022 and were beaten by Olympique de Lyon. Last year in Eindhoven, they went 2-0 down in the first half against Wolfsburg, but they came out a completely different side and went on to win 3-2 to lift the Champions League trophy for the 2nd time. And then last night, They beat long-time rivals Olympic Lyon 2-0 to lift it for a third time. Barcelona, an historic 4 titles in 2024. And that's what these fans, that's what we are here to celebrate today. And what a season it's been. Unstoppable as ever in La Liga, dominant in the Copa and the Supercopa. And Chelsea ended their 25 home win streak in European competition. Disaster in Montjuic, but Barca beat them at Stamford Bridge in London 2-0 to get their place in the final against Lyon in Bilbao last night. Sweet Caroline, this song becoming something of an anthem for this Barca women's side. Come here to Plaça Sant Jaume to meet fans, to deliver the trophies, to celebrate with the people here of Barcelona, in front of press, in front of media, in front of their fans and family. And now they cross then from the Generalitat de Catalunya to the City Hall of Barcelona with the 4 trophies, with the Supercopa, the Copa la Reina, the league title and that 3rd Champions League trophy. 2 beautiful historic buildings here in Barcelona. There they are. There are 3 of them at least. The Liga F title, the Supercopa, and the Copa la Reina. Someone's got the Champions League trophy, I'm sure. So the Palau de la Generalitat, which is where we heard the speeches and where they were just now, is the headquarters of the Ministry of the Presidency and the Government of Catalonia. They've crossed the square of Plaça Sant Jaume, in the heart of Barcelona city. It's around the corner from the Gothic Quarter. Beautiful part of the city to watch, to walk around, to enjoy. And then out at the City Hall. To celebrate with fans. Deliver these 4 trophies. There they are, Claudia Pina there with the Supercopa. The board of directors as well. Ingrid Engen proudly carries in the Champions League title. As the Paillettes plays out. This is the hit of the year in Catalonia. Been played at a lot of Barça matches, both the men's and women's matches. And actually this kind of rhythm and theme is reminiscent of the Sardana, the traditional Catalan music, remixed for a modern age. And is there anything more fitting for Football Club Barcelona, really? Tradition remixed for the modern age, and that's what we're here today to celebrate. The Copa del Reina there. Four titles for FC Barcelona Femini this season. This man here, Jonathan Giráldez, the coach. He leaves the pastures new. He's celebrated his last title with Barca women. He heads to Washington Spirit in the United States.
Bona tarda
We'll now
a
hear
tots i a totes.
from
En nom de l'Ajuntament de Barcelona,
Jaume
de tots els
Colliboni.
regidors i regidores que representem els ciutadans i ciutadanes de Barcelona.
Mayor of Barcelona.
Benvingudes,
He
campiones.
thanks
Enhorabona,
everyone for joining them.
campiones.
He welcomes
Gràcies per
the people
estar.
of Barcelona. He welcomes the players, the champions.
Gràcies per ser aquí.
Thanks them for
President
being here.
Laporta, la
Thanks,
capitana,
President
l'entrenador.
Laporta, Captain Alexei
També especialment
Putellas,
a l'Helena Fort i al Xavier Puig, membres
Elena
de la
Fort
Junta Directiva,
and
tinents,
Xavi Puig,
tinentes, regidors, regidores,
members of the board of
amics i amigues,
directors,
i molt especialment a tota aquesta fantàstica afició que ens
and to
acompanya
the
avui. Una
fantastic
mostra d'ella
fans that
ens
are here
acompanya
today
avui a la plaça
to
Sant Jaume, aquí fora,
accompany
i que a més
these
ho hem
players
pogut comprovar aquestes
and
darreres
celebrate in
48
Plaça Sant Jaume.
hores. Us han acompanyat fins a Bilbao, omplint la ciutat de gom a gom, de colors blaugrana. També des d'aquí un
The
agraïment
fans
al
here
poble de
have
Bilbao
gone from
per
here
com
to
ens han
Bilbao
acollit aquests 2 dies.
to adorn it in blue and
I
red.
hem viscut, hem patit, hem
Since
compartit aquestes 48 hores
Lived, we've suffered, we've competed, joy, tension,
d'entusiasme, i malgrat tot això
enthusiasm,
encara tenim veu.
and
Així que
I'm so grateful
moltes
for
gràcies
this
també
and
per
this
aquestes
opportunity.
48
So
hores d'il·lusió
thank you for these
perquè
last
la
48
tercera
hours
va
of
la vençuda. Aquest triomf
joy
té un valor
and
històric
dreaming.
per a totes
This
vosaltres,
triumph has an
però ho té
historic
sobretot
value
també pel club
for
i ho
all
té
of us,
per tota
for all
la
of
ciutat de
you,
Barcelona.
for the club, and
Sou
for the entire
campiones
city of
de la
Barcelona.
Champions,
You're
sou campiones de la Lliga, sou
champions
campiones
of the
de la Copa
Champions
de la
League,
Reina
you're champions
i
of the
sou
league,
campiones
you're
de la
champions
Supercopa.
of the Copa la Reina, and you're champions of
No
the
és que
Super
sigui
Cup.
el millor del món, és que aquest
It's not
equip
just that this team is
està fent
the best
història.
in the world, but it's that this
I estic
team
segur
is
que de la
making
mateixa
history.
manera que avui recordem equips com el que va liderar en Cruyff,
And they're
o en
reminders of
Guardiola,
teams that
d'aquí
were
uns
led by
anys
Johan
tots
Cruyff, by
recordarem
Pep Guardiola,
aquells equips que va liderar l'Alexia o l'Aitana.
and now we'll look back on
Enhorabona
these
i
teams
gràcies
that
per fer-ho
were
possible.
led by Alexia and Aitana. Thank you for making it possible.
Gràcies per aquesta felicitat col·lectiva.
Thanks them for this
Gràcies
collective
per trencar
joy and
estereotips.
happiness,
Gràcies per
for
trencar
this team,
barreres.
for breaking
Gràcies
barriers,
per fer de mirall de molts nenes i de moltes
for
nenes
becoming
que avui
an
es
inspiration
plantegen
for
com una
girls and
opció
boys that
no
they
només
could
jugar a futbol, sinó ser professionals del futbol femení.
be inspired to not just play football, but be professional women's football players,
Per la lluita per la igualtat i contra la
for this fight
discriminació.
for
perquè,
equality
com
and
en
against
totes-
discrimination,
Com en totes les avanços, en tots els progressos,
for all these steps forward that you've made, for this progress,
El feminisme és aquesta contribució per tenir una societat millor
to your
i es fa
families,
sempre amb ambició de futur
and to this
i
contribution
amb humilitat
to making
en
a
el
better
reconeixement
society
d'aquells que ens han precedit.
and a more
Així que per
equal
acabar la
world.
meva intervenció vull tenir un record en
So I
nom
just
també
wanna
de la
end
ciutat i
my
dels barcelonins i barcelonines, aquelles pioneres, aquelles que van
speech
començar aquest camí,
with a memory for
aquelles que
the
l'any
people of Barcelona
1970 van jugar aquell primer partit, encara no oficial, al Camp Nou, i a jugadores que són avui història del futbol barceloní, història del futbol català, com
For the
ara la Vicenta
history
Purí o la Lolita Ortiz, o algunes més contemporànies com
players.
la Melén Serrano o la Vicky Losada, que va ser, per cert, la primera capitana que va aixecar la primera Champions femenines.
Right up to Vicky Losada, the first captain of a Barça side that won a Champions League. We deserve to give all the players that came before you that laid the groundwork for women's football. This is Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. And now we'll hear from President Joan Laporta once more.
Excel·lentíssim alcalde Collboni, tinents, tinentes, regidors i regidores de la ciutat.
Thanks.
Companys de junta directiva,
the Mayor of Barcelona,
staff, treballadors i treballadores del club. Sempre vull precisar treballadors i treballadores del club.
People that work for the city.
Gràcies a vosaltres el club funciona i el club.
Thank you to everyone involved in the club.
Alcalde, avui venim a oferir-te aquestes
without you, the club wouldn't work.
La Lliga, la Copa, la Supercopa.
We're here today to celebrate and deliver the league title, the Supercopa, the Copa del Reina, and of course the Champions League. The Champions League is a special point of pride.
Com viuen aquestes jugadores, com viuen aquestes professionals, com viuen
aquestes
noies, tot el que és un prepartit, un partit i un postpartit.
Players conduct themselves.
I l'encant d'aquestes jugadores, d'aquest equip, que és un equip de somni, que és un equip que, com bé has dit,
està fent història. És un equip
que, a més, ho dèiem ara, té humilitat, té humanitat i alhora té una gran generositat.
Team that represents humanity, humility, generosity.
La manera de ser que tenen,
and their way of being,
com viuen el futbol,
how they live football, how they compete, how they win, how they celebrate it. I want everyone to know about these successes. As a president of Barça, I'm very proud that these titles keep on coming, they keep growing and strengthening the team more than a club. This is something we say of our principles, and as we remember the pioneers of women's football, we need to think of these that are breaking through barriers, breaking ceilings. We have this slogan around them that we can move the world. And we need to be ready, because they're moving the world, they've moved the world, and now it's a new world. And they're the representatives of this new world. Also, being able to experience it, enjoy it with the fans in the Champions League final. So many fans joined us in Bilbao. Bilbao was just packed with our fans and followers. And we can see how all those fans and followers were so enthusiastic, bought into the dream, and they carried that team as well to the victory. They were there cheering them on. They were shouting, singing, and not just in Bilbao, but not just people from Barcelona, but people from all over the world. People that came from all over the world to Bilbao to celebrate and cheer on this team for the final in Bilbao. So you're creating a lot of joy, a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings. Congratulations to you players. We've got fans all over the world, beyond this amazing city which is Barcelona. And so we need to show our gratitude to all the fans around the world. So thanks the mayor, the officials of Barcelona City, the players, the coaching staff. Thank you very much.
Bona tarda. Alcalde, regidors, regidores, tinents, tinentes. Gràcies per acollir-nos a l'Ajuntament de Barcelona. És un plaer ser aquí.
The officials of the city, the mayor,
bé, no em vull
thanks them
extendre gaire, la veu tampoc m'ho permet molt. i tampoc em vull repetir, però sí que tornar a donar les gràcies a tota la gent que ens ajuda a que això sigui possible, tots els treballadors, a tot l'estaf, la junta directiva, el president, el suport que doneu a l'equip, sigui quin sigui el resultat. Moltíssimes gràcies perquè s'agraeix com a jugadores que això sigui així. Per suposat el cos tècnic i per suposat aprofito també per dir que és un plaer ser capitana d'aquest equip amb aquestes magnífiques jugadores que es mereixen tot i també donar les gràcies de nou a l'afició que fan que això sigui màgic i que vibrem a cada partit i sobretot aquestes últimes setmanes que ens trobàvem amb tothom i tothom ens deia que anava a Bilbao i vam poder comprovar que va ser així. Així que moltíssimes gràcies, ha estat màgic que gaudiu la Champions, que gaudiu aquest pòquer. Seguirem, avui ho celebrem, la temporada que ve tornarem a anar per totes de nou. Serà complicat, però ho intentarem. Visca el Barça, visca Barcelona, visca Catalunya.
Bona tarda a tothom. Gràcies, alcalde.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you,
Mayor. Gràcies a totes les persones que heu contribuït per obrir les portes avui i poder
contributed to opening the doors today, so that we can show the 4 titles we've won this season.
És molt difícil.
It's really very difficult to achieve the performance that we've been treated to this season, to achieve everything, to be here celebrating it today. I want to give value to all that, not just the work that the players do every day, on and off the pitch, but also the coaching staff, the board of directors, all the people that come to the club to work every day, to make sure that we never need anything, we can train every day and work every day in the best conditions possible, the best way possible, and every part of each of these titles is for everybody there at Barça. And so we're very, very grateful. I want to share my gratitude as well. A special mention to 2 players. One of the captains, Sandra Paños, who's been at Barça for 9 seasons. This is her last season at the club. But her professionalism, everything that she's done for this team has great value. And so we need to give her a round of applause. Also, Asisato Oshuala, who formed part of this team in the first half of the season. She helped us get ready. She wrote to us to give us her support before the final, and so she deserves a round of applause too. To the fans, all the people that are outside here, all the fans that come to the Johan Cruyff Stadium every week, that came to the Olympic Stadium, to the fans that come outside the away matches as well. There's always more of you than there are of the local fans. We're so privileged and lucky to have such great fans around us. I'm very proud because it's been a difficult season, and so to be here to show all the titles we've been able to achieve, to be proud right now, form part of this team, it's something that deserves to go down in history, and I'm proud of this part I've played in it. Everyone knows that I'm not from here, but I'm very grateful to the city of Barcelona.
Visca Barça, visca el Barça, visca Barcelona i visca Catalunya.
I ara farem una entrega d'uns presents.
And so now we just have some things to give to the team. We've got an illustration designer we've had done for the club. respect something very special. The club also has a gift for Jaume Collboni, Mayor of Barcelona. Now have some photos for the Barcelona Town Hall and the Mayor of Barcelona with this quadruple winning team led by Captain Alexia Putellas, Coach Jonathan Giráldez, Barça President Joan Laporta, here in the Barcelona Town Hall, along with the entirety of the Barça feminine team. An historic day here in the Catalan capital. An historic season for Barça Femení, the first quadruple in the women's team's history. There they are on your screens from left to right, if I'm not mistaken. The Copa de la Reina, the UEFA Women's Champions League, the Liga F Cup, and the Supercopa de España. Official photos for the town hall, for the city of Barcelona, along with Barcelona Mayor Jaume Collboni, as they organise the players. Aitana's not taken that scarf off the whole time. The coaching staff also joining them, various officials from the club, the board of directors. Photo for the ages, for the record books. History made this season. And they said they did it for the fans, they did it for the city. 4 titles in 2024 by FC Barcelona women. And what a way to celebrate it here in Plaça Sant Jaume, in the heart of Barcelona city, in front of 2 official buildings, the Palau de la Generalitat de Catalunya, the official Catalan government building, and the Barcelona Town Hall, which is where we are now, which is on the right of your screens there, the main entrance to that building, where FC Barcelona Femení have just delivered their 4 trophies from 2024 in an historic season. The latest of which, of course, they won last night in Bilbao, the 2024 UEFA Women's Champions League. We're waiting for the appearance now of the team on the balcony here, where it says "Enhorabuena campeonas," congratulations champions. Fans have turned out here for this historic occasion. 47th European title won last night for FC Barcelona as a club. The women brought it home from long-time rivals Olympique de Lyon. They remain champions. They first won it in 2021 against Chelsea. They won it back from Lyon last season in Eindhoven against Wolfsburg, and they defended it. The fourth club to successfully defend the title in Champions League history. Last night in San Mamés, which was, frankly, packed with Barca fans. They are the third most successful team in European history, behind Lyon with 8 titles and Frankfurt with 4. And Aitana Bonmatí scored her second Champions League final goal. She won the 2021 winner against Chelsea. Alexia Putellas, third Champions League final goal. She got one in 2021 as well as in 2022 in Turin. And that historic defeat against Lyon. The one and only goal that Barca did score. She scored it just before the break. But it wasn't enough on that occasion. Last time out in Eindhoven, they went 2-0 down in the first half. I don't know if you remember. I was watching it from the touchline. And at the halftime break, I remember looking at our cameraman, who we've seen on our screens a few times, actually. I'll point him out next time we see him, Faju. And we looked at each other and we said, can they come back from this? We'd been through it with them in Turin. We were going through it with them again in Eindhoven. And they came out and scored 3 goals in the second half to take their second Champions League trophy. Last night, it was a cagey first half. They made us suffer, but not in the same way. It was tight. They were stronger than Lyon in the first half, but they weren't taking any risks. They had to come out in the second half and take the risk. It was Aitana Bonmatí, who we just saw on our screens, that did it, to score the opener in the 63rd minute. Alexia Putellas then doubled Barca's lead in the 95th minute. She comes a substitute in the 92nd minute to seal the deal. Here they go then, heading out onto the balcony of the Barcelona Town Hall. Movem el món. We move the world. The 4 titles. Barca women continue to make history.
Culers, una mica més, va. Una mica més.
Jonathan Giráldez shouting for a bit more, trying to fire up this team. So we don't win the Champions League every season.
Ja ho he dit.
I said it, I went out there and I sang. It's been a spectacular season. I've been able to share moments, almost all of them happy ones, with all of you. We're very, very grateful. At home at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, in the Olympic Stadium, when we play away from home in all the finals. All the energy that you bring us so we can go up in these against these matches and win. And to be able to share these moments like this today. He says, thank you, fans. You're the best. Will we hear from more of the Barca players? They love a sing-song. The fans as well.
Culers, per no perdre la costum,
Som-hi, va.
Un dia de partit
Al Camp Nou vaig anar. Només entrar a la grada. Em vaig enamorar. El cor em bategava. No preguntis per què. Del Barça soc supporter. Sempre t'animaré. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale. Visca el Barça!
Well, few words from Alexia, but a good chant. Patri takes the microphone. She says, hello, fans.
El año pasado teoría del 2, este año
Last year
la del 3.
was the second, this year 3.
Ya que hemos sido campeonas 4 veces este año,
Now that we've
vamos a
been
cantarlo bien fuerte, va.
champions this season, we're going to shouting it well.
Campeonas, oe, oe. Grande culés, sois los mejores.
She says, you're the best, Barca fans, you're the best, coolers.
Buenas tardes, culés.
Good afternoon, coolers.
Bueno,
Sandra
no soy una
Paños.
persona de muchas palabras.
So I'm not a person that has many words. I prefer to be behind looking after all these people. I just want to say
Paños. Sabéis que son mis últimos
you know
días
that
aquí.
these are my
Os puedo decir que estoy
last
súper
few
orgullosa
moments here. I'm
de
super
formar
proud
parte de este equipazo, de este
of
equipazo
this
que ha hecho
amazing
historia,
team, this
de
historic
este
team,
club, el mejor
this
club del mundo,
club, the best club in the world,
con el mejor equipo, el mejor staff.
for the best technical staff, the best coaching staff.
Creo que al final mi etapa aquí ha terminado y considero que,
I think
bueno,
that,
como sabéis, seré una barcelonista más,
as
una
you know,
más que
I'll be
seguirá
a
este equipo
Barca
allá
fan
donde vaya.
following this team wherever they go.
Muchísimas gracias
And I just
por
want to
todo
say
el apoyo que
thank
nos
you
habéis dado año tras año.
for all the support you've given us year upon year,
Momentos buenos, momentos malos, siempre habéis
through the
estado
good, through the
ahí.
bad, you've always
Y
been
de
there.
todo corazón, ¡Visca el Barça!
Bueno, gràcies. Gràcies,
Thank you,
culers, per ser aquí,
coolers, for being here,
per fer-nos viure aquests moments.
for having us live
Vosaltres sou els
these
autèntics artífecs
moments.
d'aquesta victòria juntament amb les jugadores.
You are truly a part of this victory alongside the players,
Moments com aquests. Mira,
and
jo
so we can
demanaria
live moments like
un
this.
aplaudiment
I would like you
primer a
to
totes les jugadores
give
que s'ho
a round of
mereixen.
applause for
No
these
podem
players
deixar
because they deserve it.
d'aplaudir-les. I després tenim aquí al davant
And then
els
we've got
jugadors del Barça genuïn que
here with
sempre hi
us
són.
the
Un aplaudiment per ells.
Barca genuine players. Let's have a round of applause for them too.
Gràcies, alcalde, perquè sempre hi sou també vosaltres. Gràcies,
Thank you to the
Barcelona.
mayor as well. Thank you to all of Barcelona.
Hola.
Who will we hear from now? Well, there it is, the UEFA Women's Champions
Bueno,
League
que sea la
trophy.
fiesta, ¿no? No sé.
Catacol, Claudia Pina, Bruno Villamala. Ultimately, the future of this team.
I Barça, i Barça, i Barça, 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 i Barça, i Barça, i Barça, Barça, Barça.
Ser el Barça és el millor
The
que
fans
hi ha.
respond to the players.
Hola, ser el Barça és el millor que hi ha. És que el Barça, hòstia.
Listen to these fans. They were there, they've been there all season long, every season. They followed them to Bilbao.
on fire. Giráldez on fire. Giráldez on fire.
Chance of Kira's on fire. Kira Walsh joined this team 2 seasons ago along with Lucy Bronze, signed from Manchester City. And what an impact they've made. Chance of Kira. I have it on good authority she speaks some Spanish. Whether she will dare to or not is another issue. She's shy, she says.
Andreu. Está tímida, está tímida.
Says she's shy. Chance of Ona Batye. That's one of the more recent signings for this team. She's putting on her glasses. She took a boot to the face, a stud to the face last night, which brought a stop to play. You can see there the wound on her face. Her eye was pretty much closed up by the time they came to lift the trophy.
Torre, 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 torre.
An incredible atmosphere here in Barcelona, an incredible atmosphere that these fans take with them everywhere they go to celebrate the success of this team. And what a success they've had this season. 4 titles in 2024, 4 of 4.
I si tots animem, i si tots animem,
No shortage of chants for this team. Chants of Lucy, Lucy. They're saying that she's shy. Chance now for Aitana.
Bueno, culés, hoy espero que la noche vuelva a ser larga.
She hopes the night will be long to celebrate. And thank you for everything. There it is, the UEFA Women's Champions League trophy lifted by Marta Torrejón in front of fans here in Plaça Sant Jaume in Barcelona, an historic square in the Catalan capital where the Catalan government building stands opposite the Barcelona town hall. And some historic teams throughout the ages have brought trophies here to celebrate their season. We'll see you soon, says Alexia Botellas. Thank you. You're the best. Listen to these fans cheering here in this square. An historic night here in Barcelona to round off an historic evening, an historic season, sorry, for Barça Femení. These fans don't want the celebrations to end, and understandably. But there we have it. FC Barcelona women come out to celebrate their quadruple. The Copa de la Reina, the Supercopa de España, the Liga, and that historic third UEFA Women's Champions League that they took last night in Bilbao against none other than longtime rivals Olympique Lyon in a match that, well, it wasn't easy, and it was never going to come easy against someone like Lyon. They had that cagey first half, neither side really making any difference. It wasn't until the second half, the 63rd minute, when Aitana Bonmatí came out and scored the opening goal. And then they defended. They defended an onslaught from Lyon, who were relentless in attack. They're doing everything they could to respond. But it was the substitutions of Alexia Putellas and Claudia Pina in the 92nd minute that led to the victory just a few moments later in the 95th, and Barca lifting their third Champions League title. Thank you for joining us here tonight in Plaça Sant Jaume in Barcelona to celebrate this historic season for Barca women. 4 titles